The quiet power of self-acceptance. Welcome back to Rooted Within. Wherever you are right now, in your car, at home, walking through nature, or curled up with a warm drink, know that this space is for you. In the past episodes, we've been gently exploring what it means to return to your true self, to live beyond the masks, to loosen the grip of the false self, to come home to who you really are. And today we arrive at an essential part of that journey, self-acceptance. But not the version of self-acceptance you often hear about, the one that feels like an empty slogan or an impossible ideal. Today, we'll explore what real, quiet, steady self-acceptance looks like, the kind that makes space for your imperfections, your fears, and your humanity. Because without self-acceptance, all our efforts to grow become another performance. With it, healing becomes possible. Why self-acceptance feels so difficult? Let's be honest, for many of us, self-acceptance doesn't come naturally. We've been taught to strive, to improve, to fix what's wrong with us. Maybe you grew up believing that being enough was something you had to earn through success, appearance, approval, or performance. And so, when life gets messy, when emotions surface, when imperfections show up, we tighten, we judge, we try to change ourselves. It's exhausting, and it keeps us stuck in the belief that who we are isn't enough. But what if real change doesn't begin with judgment, but with kindness? What if the doorway to growth is actually paved with acceptance? The myths about self-acceptance. There are so many misconceptions about self-acceptance that quietly block us from embracing ourselves. Let's untangle a few of them. Myth 1, if I accept myself, I'll stop growing. Truth, self-acceptance isn't complacency. It's the foundation for real, sustainable growth. You can love who you are today and still evolve. Myth 2, self-acceptance means ignoring my flaws. Truth, acceptance isn't denial. It's seeing yourself clearly, with honesty and compassion, without shaming or hiding. Myth 3, I have to earn self-acceptance by becoming better first. Truth, self-acceptance isn't a reward for perfection, it's a birthright. It begins exactly where you are, not where you think you should be. These myths keep us locked in self-rejection, but they are just that, myths. Why self-acceptance changes everything. When you begin to accept yourself, not just the polished parts, but the messy, uncertain, complicated parts, something remarkable happens. You waste less energy hiding, pretending, or proving. You create space for honest self-reflection without the harsh inner critic. You develop resilience, not because you never fall, but because you meet yourself with kindness when you do. Your relationships deepen because you're not performing, you're showing up as you are. You experience more quiet confidence, the kind that isn't rooted in perfection, but in presence. Real self-acceptance isn't loud, it doesn't demand attention, but it creates a steady, grounded foundation for a life that feels honest and whole. 3 gentle practices to cultivate self-acceptance. If self-acceptance feels impossible, you're not alone. But like anything, it grows with small, consistent steps. Let me share 3 quiet ways to begin. 1. Notice the inner critic. Without arguing with it, you don't have to silence the voice that says you're not enough. Just notice it. When the critic rises, pause. Say to yourself, there's that old fear again, and breathe. The critic loses power when you stop believing it's the full truth. 2. Practice speaking to yourself as you would to a friend. Imagine someone you love was struggling with doubt, failure, imperfection. How would you speak to them? What kindness would you offer? You deserve the same. When you're hard on yourself, pause. Try replacing criticism with gentleness, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. 3. Let go of all or nothing, thinking you don't have to love every part of yourself to practice acceptance. It's okay to hold both. There are parts of me I'm still learning to accept, and I am worthy right now. This is mature, compassionate self-acceptance. It makes room for imperfection without sacrificing your worth. A quiet reflection. Let's slow down together. Find stillness. Close your eyes if you can. Take a deep, nourishing breath and let it go. Now softly ask yourself, what would it feel like to accept myself, just as I am in this moment? Notice what arises. A sensation, a feeling, maybe even resistance. Whatever shows up, let it be. You don't have to force acceptance, but you can create space for it to grow. The deeper invitation. Self-acceptance isn't the end of the journey. It's the soil from which healing, growth, and authenticity can take root. The world may keep whispering that you need to be more, do more, change more, but your deepest self is whispering something else. You are already enough. You are allowed to be human. It takes courage to believe that, but every small moment of self-acceptance is a step toward becoming whole. In our next episode, we'll explore boundaries, not as walls, but as sacred spaces that protect your worth and nurture your inner peace. But for now, carry this with you. You are worthy. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to be real. Take gentle care. And remember to like and subscribe.